All right, Michelle Pozzie, come on up. School board member, soon to be. It's very important that we own the school board. Oh, Tom, that's politics from the pulpit. Yep. It's very important that we own the school board. And this is Michelle Pozzie. She's going to win. Coming up. As with Jennifer Winkler from 2 weeks ago, the church cannot endorse her, but I personally, wholeheartedly, and completely endorse this warrior for God right here, Michelle Pozzie. Go ahead.
Thank you, Pastor Tom, and thank you, church family. Thank you, Hope. Guys, my name is Michelle Pozzie. I am your candidate for Sarasota County School Board in District 5, which is right here. It's the furthest south you get. I need you guys to know a few things about me. First of all, I am a warrior for Christ. Many of you know my children who have been here. Brianna, who's my baby, and Brandon, my son, who went home to be with the Lord about a year ago. And you have been my healing place right here, right in the front row. Sometimes broken, sometimes on my knees in tears, but filled with God. And through my grief, God has opened a giant, giant door to say, you know what, I'm not done with you yet. And more importantly, I want to position you in a place where you can affect young people. This is the mighty God we serve. I've spent about 25 years of my life teaching the performing arts to young children. I raised a family. I've lived here about 20 years, but I'll tell you, the more and more society and culture changed, I started to hear what was going on in our school district here in Sarasota County. So I brought with me a slide little right behind me here because this is gonna blow your socks off. Did you know that in 2018 we had a school board majority, that was Democrat, that put behind the lines of where you couldn't see it, they chose to embrace gender guidelines. These were gender policies that said your son or daughter could choose a different pronoun at school and you, the parent, would never be notified. Here in Sarasota County. And by calling it a guideline, they didn't have to bring it up for a vote in front of you at the school board dais. Parents like myself and other activists were monitoring this, and we caught the ear of Governor DeSantis, which is why he signed the Parents' Bill of Rights into legislation in Tallahassee. You'll see that made the headline over here. Up top here, another thing I need for you guys to understand is that in 2021, we were the district that defied Governor DeSantis's no mask mandate. We had a Democrat majority that decided, we're going to put masks on children even though they're not ours, and we're not going to let you have a say in it. And when our families pushed back, they tagged them with these yellow lanyards every day at school and said, don't play with them, don't sit next to them, they're the reason grandparents are dying. In Sarasota County. This was just in 2021. The author of that is this person down here in the lower left-hand corner. He's a current school board member. This is why I've been going to school board meetings for the last 7 years, because if we don't occupy this territory and if we fail to do anything about it, evil will prevail. This person is the executive director of Pride SRQ, and if we don't win in August, he becomes the chair of our school board. Let me just tell you, we have 5 members on the school board right now. 3 are conservative, and none of them are running again. So we have to make sure we elect 3 conservatives. You might ask, how do we ever get people that aren't conservative in the state of Florida to a school board? Because I don't get to run with an R after my name. How many of you, when you go to vote, you go straight down ballot, Republican, Republican, Republican? When you get to school board, we don't have anything after our name because somebody thought it was a good idea to make it nonpartisan. It is partisan, and if you want some help figuring out who to vote for, you can go to my website, michellepozzie.com. I will be happy to help you. Plus, you can look for red tents when you're out voting, and here's the ask for you. August 18th. You're going to be right in the middle of getting your kids back to school, some of you. It's going to be terribly hot, but I need for you to show up for the primary election. That's when my election is, August 18th. Either get your vote by mail ballot, show up on August 18th, but more importantly, pray. Because I am going to tell you, as somebody who walks into that school board room once a month to every meeting, even as a candidate, I get booed, I get hissed, I get spit on. I'm the only one who's had battery charges that I've had to put against somebody. It is the battleground. That's why I said here, time to fight for our students. Whether you don't have, even if you don't have students in the school, you pay for this school district. Be a good steward to that and make sure that you elect strong conservatives on August 18th. I'm Michelle Pozzie. Thank you so much for your time.
Awesome. Man, I never realized that. I vote. I vote all the time. I never realized it was, I don't know how I didn't. I guess I've known a lot of people in the school board because I spent a lot of my law enforcement career directly adjacent to the school board in the youth services section. And I guess I just knew the names that were on there. I never realized that it wasn't partisan. Man, I love partisan. I'm Mr. Partisan. Whoever comes with that's along the same lines as the YMCA T-ball rules. Nobody wins. Who wants it where nobody wins? I want partisan. I want side against side. Come out from among them and be separate, says the Lord. I'm all for that. If you're on my side and that's Christ is King, great. Come on up with me. But other than that, I want a clear delineation of what people believe. It could only be for a school board where they would say, we don't want anybody to know because we want it all to be nonpartisan. Yeah, so they can slip people in. Because like Michelle said, in Sarasota, you don't get any redder. I can't tell you how many meals, when I was a cop, I can't tell you how many meals were bought for me when I'm sitting in the Chick-fil-A line. Oh, we already bought it for them. We bought it for them. We bought it for them. Because people here are red. There's no way it should happen. They do that on purpose so that they can slither in people so that kids end up with masks on and having no idea what sex they are.